Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where we are going to learn the operation on algebraic expressions, the operations of addition and subtraction, and how we can apply it into various other streams. So let's begin with addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. So we shall start with addition first, and we'll just understand what do you mean or what phrases that you use while you are supposed to or do the operation of adding. So if I say I want 5 apples to be added to 3 apples, so my solution would be 8 apples, okay, like that. So you have same things to be added. Say in a similar manner, if I say five x plus 3x is equal to 8x, so that is a simple addition of a monomial and another monomial. Okay, now if I say 5 pens and 3 erasers, I want the addition of 5 pens and 3 erasers. That means consider an example of a person going and purchasing this, and another person from the same house going and purchasing 4 pens and 2 erasers. So how many pens and erasers does that house or the members of that house have at the moment? So 5 pens and 4 pens will be 9 pens, and 3 erasers and 2 erasers will be 5 erasers. So this way we add the numbers or the terms which have same variable. Okay, so we do not add all this 9 plus 5, it will give you 14 stuffs. So we have separate terms which are added or subtracted. Similar manner, when you say subtraction, so you in a statement you say that subtract 3 pens from 5 pens. So when you say this actually means the first term is subtracted from the second term. So you need to keep this in your mind, that subtract 3p from 5p means 5p minus 3p, not 3p minus 5p. So comprehension of the language is more important, and with this we move ahead with our sums. So in this sum, as we see, we have 3 algebraic expressions that we are supposed to add, but I would like to mention or remind you all that we are supposed to add like terms. Always add or subtract from between this operation of addition and subtraction happens only between like terms. So we need to first check how many like terms are there. 15m square n, 13m square n, and this is written over here in the middle, 12m square n. So these 3 terms will be added or subtracted. Over here, why am I mentioning subtraction? Because of the negative sign. Okay, 17mn, 15m, minus 17mn, minus 15mn, and plus 21mn. 8mn square minus 9mn square minus 14mn square. So we need to use or operate only on these like terms. So we need to first arrange them. So we have 2 methods to do it. One is vertically and the other is horizontally. So will just work it out with both the methods in this sum. So as we see, we first arrange in vertical method, we first arrange all the like terms one below the other. So here 21mn was first term, but we have arranged it in one particular vertical column. Okay, so this is the vertical method. So we are going to add this 15 plus 13 plus 12. So it's like 15 pens plus 13 pens plus 12 pens. So how many pens do you have? So we'll have the variables over here, and 15 plus 13 plus 12. It should give you 25 plus 15, that is 40 mn square. Over here you will have minus 17 mn, minus 15 mn, and plus 21 mn. It will give you minus 11 mn. 8 minus 9 minus 14 will give you minus 15 mn square. So now when you do it horizontally, it shouldn't make any difference. The only thing is you should keep the basic in mind, that you are supposed to add only the like terms. So you have one step where you will bring all the like terms together. 15 n square n plus 13 n square n plus 12 n square n. So this way you bring all the like terms together and operate. Also, one more caution, that this negative sign belongs to this 15 mn. So whenever you consider mn like this, so the term will have a sign that is just ahead of it. So this 17, when I want to write, I'll have to use the sign, that negative sign. So negative 17 mn, negative 15 mn, and positive 21 mn. The last terms that are remaining are 8 mn square minus 9 mn square and minus 14 mn square. So if you add all of this, you will get 40 m square n minus 11 mn minus 15 mn square. So you get, by both the methods you get the same answer. This was by vertical method and this is by horizontal method. In horizontal method you just need to open the algebraic expressions brackets and then operate on it. For operating you need to bring all the like terms together. Moving on to the next sum. Now let's solve one example of subtraction. Here in the statement it is written, subtract this expression from this expression. That means we, as we have discussed in the previous part of the video, subtracting 3 apples from 5 apples means 5 minus 3, the second term minus first term, or second expression minus first expression. So I'll write, we'll solve this sum also by two methods. One is vertical and the other one will be horizontal. Just to understand, I'll first solve horizontal in this sum. So subtracting this expression from this expression means second expression will come first, 11 cz plus 6 dy minus the second expression, that is 21ax plus 15 by minus 6 cz. So now, as I have told you all that we'll always operate addition and subtraction with like terms only. Now before that I'll have to open this bracket first. So minus sign, as we all know, that minus sign reacts with other terms sign. So only in the case of subtraction, when we open the bracket, this minus sign will react with the signs of all these three terms. No matter how many terms are there, this minus sign will react with all the terms. So I'll write the first term of the first algebraic expression, and then we'll move on to this minus sign, minus, and this 21x, if you see over here, is a positive one. So minus will react with positive sign and this 21x ax will become minus. Now this 15by is a positive term. So minus and plus, when minus and plus react, or when minus multiplied by plus, it is, this is nothing but minus 1 multiplied by plus 15. So minus, when it is multiplied by a plus sign, it becomes minus. So minus 15by, minus and minus will become plus 6cz. Now you can operate with the like terms. Bring this together. 12ax minus 21ax, then plus 11cz plus 6cz, then the remaining is plus 6by minus 15by. So you consider the whole term, the like term, with its sign. Now you will operate on it, and the answer that you get is 12 minus 21 will be minus 9ax 11 plus 6, that is plus 17cz minus 9by. Okay, so you have got this answer by horizontal method, minus 9ax plus 17cz minus 9by. Now let's see by horizontal method, vertical method, how do we solve. So sticking to our basics, that is subtracting first algebraic expression from second algebraic expression means second algebraic expression minus first algebraic expression. And also another major rule is that we stick to the operation of addition and subtraction only within the like terms. So I have taken all the like terms one below the other, 12ax 21ax plus 11cz minus 6cz plus 6by plus 15by. Now if you remember, when the bracket opens, the second algebraic terms signs change because the minus outside reacts with every other sign of the second bracket. So over here you just need to remember, we are changing here. I'll have one more line. We will be changing the sign. So when you are subtracting it, I'll be changing the sign of all the terms in the second expression. So if this is positive, its sign will be minus. If this is negative, its sign will be plus. So this will become 20 minus 21ax. This will become plus 6cz, and this will become minus 15by. Okay, this is because, as we have done in the horizontal method, the minus sign outside the bracket reacts with all the signs inside. Now 12 minus 21ax will give you minus 9ax. 11 plus 6 will give you plus 17cz, and plus 6 minus 15 will give you minus 9by. This is the major change in the vertical subtraction method, that you change the sign of all the terms. In subtraction, only in subtraction, you change the sign of all the terms that are there in the second line, or what you are subtracting. Let's solve a few more examples. So in this problem, we are supposed to solve from the sum of this and this. Now here they are saying, from the sum of this and this, subtract the sum of this and this. Okay, just understand the difference between the questions that we have solved before and this one. From the sum of this, that means when you add this and this, and from that subtract the sum of this and this. So subtract whatever you get when you add this two. So you'll do it separately. Okay, from the sum of first term and first algebraic expression and second algebraic expression. That means you'll have to add the first and the second algebraic expression. So 13a plus 19b plus 12c and 14a minus 21b plus 11c. When you add this from the sum of these two algebraic expressions, let this be 1, let this be 2. So this is my 1, this is my 2. So 13 plus 14 gives you 27a. 19 minus 21 gives you minus 2b, and 12 plus 11 gives you 23c. So from this you are supposed to subtract the sum of the third and the fourth algebraic expression. So for that you will have to find the sum of the third and the fourth algebraic expression as well. 17a plus 13b minus 15c, 8a plus 12b minus 18c. So sum of this, 17 plus 8, that is 25a, 13 plus 12, that is 25b, and minus 15 minus 18 is minus 33c. So I have to subtract this from this. So in this sum we have solved both addition as well as subtraction. Now from this I am supposed to subtract 25a minus 25b minus 33c. Now remember, in your subtraction you need to change the sign of all the terms that are there in the second line. This was plus, so it becomes minus. This was minus, it becomes plus. This was minus, it becomes plus. So what we have is 27a minus 25a, which is nothing but 2a, minus 2b plus 25b, which is nothing, plus 25b. Sorry, this was plus 25b. So we have minus 25b. Minus 2b minus 25b is minus 27b, and plus 23 minus or plus 33. So remember, this sign is always the correct sign that you will have to consider. Okay, so 23 plus 23 plus 33 gives you plus 56c. So this is your final answer. Do not forget to change the sign of the second algebraic expression, of the terms in the second algebraic expression. Okay, moving on to the next sum. If a is equal to this algebraic expression, they have just named the first algebraic expression as a, the second algebraic expression as b, and the third algebraic expression as c. Then find this. So 2 into first algebraic expression plus 3 into second algebraic expression plus third algebraic expression. So for moving ahead, you can think of how do we get 2a. So 2a means 2 into first algebraic expression. So I'll have to find individually all the individual terms and then add them. So let's begin. 2a is nothing but 2 into the first algebraic expression, which gives me 2. The 2 will be multiplied to all the terms inside, irrespective of their signs, and irrespective of the terms or the variables that they have. So 2 into 5 is 10x, plus 2 into 11 is 22y, minus sign 2 into minus 15 is minus 30z. So this is your first term that we have got. Now 3b. 3b is nothing but 3 into 12x minus 13y plus 19z. Okay, so 12 3s are 36x minus 39y, and 3 into plus 19, that is plus 57z. Third term is c. I'll write it directly over here. 7x minus 6y plus 21z. We are supposed to add all of these. That is 2a plus 3b plus c. That means we are supposed to add these. So we know how to add. Try it by yourself by pausing the video and then cross check whether your answer is correct or not. So this is your answer, 53x minus 23y plus 48z. Operating addition and subtraction on all the terms, all the like terms you may say. So when I write it over here, 2a plus 3b plus c is this. So in exam or when you are writing in a fair notebook, you add this separately afterwards by writing 2a plus 3b plus c is equal to this first expression plus second expression plus third expression, which gives me the final answer, 53x minus 23y plus 48z. Now let's solve one sum where we will be practically applying this concept of addition and subtraction in one of the real life scenario. So let's look at this question. The perimeter of a triangle is this and two of its sides are this and this. Find the third side. For this you need to first visualize or imagine that there is a triangle. The perimeter of it, that means when you open these sides or when you add all these three sides, the perimeter becomes 18p plus 12q plus 13r. When you add all these three sides, two of its sides are 5p plus 3q minus 4r and 6p plus 5q plus 7r. We are supposed to find the third side. So when you visualize or imagine the sum, it becomes very easy for you to identify what are you supposed to find. So the sum, the perimeter of a triangle is given. That means the sum of all these three sides is given. That is this. And two sides are individually given to us. We are supposed to find the third side. So for this you need to remember the formula. The perimeter is nothing but the sum of the three sides. And how do we find? Let's move ahead with the solution. So perimeter of a triangle is 18p plus 12q plus 13r, and side 1 is 5p plus 3q minus 4r. Side 2 is 6p plus 5q plus 7r. Side 3 we are supposed to find. So how do we find side 3? Side 3, we know that side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 gives you perimeter of triangle. So keeping the unknown on one side, side 3 is equal to perimeter of triangle minus sum of side 1 and side 2. So for this we will first find sum of side 1 and side 2 and then subtract it from the perimeter. I hope you understood this very clearly. So let's find the sum of side 1 and side 2. So 5p plus 3q minus 4r plus 6p plus 5q plus 7r. When you add, what are we supposed to find? S1 plus S2. So I can write over S1 plus S2 is nothing but 5 plus 6 is 11p plus 8q plus 3r. Now we are supposed to subtract this sum from perimeter. So side 3 is equal to perimeter of triangle minus sum of the first two sides, which is nothing but, what is perimeter? Perimeter is 18p plus 12q plus 13r. What is the sum of the two sides? 11p plus 8q plus 3r. Now since we are subtracting it, we know that we must change the sign of all the terms in the second line. So plus 11 becomes minus 11, plus 8 becomes minus 8, plus 3 becomes minus 3. So 18 minus 11 becomes 7p, 12 minus 8 becomes 4q, 13 minus 3 becomes 10r. So this is my third side. So let's revise the sum again. Perimeter is given, that is sum of the three sides is given, S1 plus S2 plus S3. The two sides are given, S1 plus S2. We are supposed to find the third side. So third side will be perimeter minus this whole addition of S1 and S2. So we first find S1 and S2's sum and then subtract it from perimeter to get the third side. With this we come to an end to today's video, that is addition and subtraction of algebraic terms and its application. Hoping to see you soon. Till then, keep practicing, stay home, stay safe. Bye.